Alright, I of course want to start off the video by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just wanted to, just reflect back, and excuse me if you see me swiping, there's, of course, some insects out here. Just say that at the beginning of the video. So I'll be doing that quite often. I just want to reflect back on, man, some of my personal, misfortunes, in this thing of ours, man. All right, because, hey, look, man, unlike the Christian church, we're going to be blunt with you, okay? We're going to be straightforward, or what's that one guy, right? He called himself, keeping it 100, right? We're going to keep it 100 with the people. Right? We're not going to come on here and lie to you and just tell you things to make you feel good. No, we're going to come, hey, just like, what is that? The Atlantis report. He was like, hey, look, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right? That's what we're going to give the people, right, is the truth. We're not going to edit it out. We're not going to cherry coat it. We're going to tell the people the way it is, okay? So, hey, look, what is one thing we're going to tell you, man? Hey, look, when you come into this truth, right, into this thing of ours, as Apostle Gabar calls it, man, hey, look, you're going to catch some woes in this thing. Okay, you're going to go through some adversity in this truth, man. Okay, you're going to go through some hardships in this truth of ours, man. Okay? Yeah, the average, one in the world to go through misfortunes, of course. But, those of us in this truth, it's going to be, even worse for us. Okay? Let me just see real quick, water. Just a spider over there, I'm just trying to... Alright, good. But yeah, man, we're going to have to go through some misfortunes in this truth of ours, man. Okay? And, that's, it ain't easy, right? I'll tell you that, man. It certainly isn't something you want to hear. But hey, that's just part of it. Okay? That's just part of this thing of ours, man. Okay? Hey, you can't have, the thing which is good without first getting the thing which is bitter. And that's even in the Apocrypha. It says what? How can a thing come that is formed of good if the thing which is full of evil does not first have its time to rule? Right, and that's what we're in right now, man. And what is the thing that's evil that's ruling? Let's even get that real quick. Bear with me a moment. Go to the book of Psalms, chapter 23 and verse 4. It says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Now, where is this valley of death? What is that talking about? And this time it's talking about America, all right? This is talking about the United States, okay? Because a valley is a lowland. Right, that's what a valley is. Okay, so America is the lowest of the low, man. It's not literal, right? It's not a literal valley, but it's symbolic, right? It's a symbolic of talking about America there. Okay, so that's that's just how we got to look at it, man. All right, we're in a time, where the thing that's formed of evil first has to have his time to rule before the thing which is sown of good can come. Okay, so since the thing which is sown in evil is in rulership, hey, you're going to have to catch some misfortunes. And that's very unfortunate, but, that's just sadly the way it has to go. Okay, that's just what you have to expect with this thing of ours, man. Okay, you're going to catch some misfortune, in this truth, man. All right, we're going to tell you that. The scriptures say, hey, look, you got to first count the cost before you come into this. Let's even go ahead and get that real quick. Let's go to the book of Luke. I believe it's the 14th chapter. Yeah, here we go. Open up right to it. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Oh, and real quick, before I even read that, here's a little cut to those guys who said that, in the kingdom, there's not going to be, eating or drinking or, marriage or any of that. Here's a little cut to that real quick. Luke chapter 14, verse 15. It says, And when one of them that sat at meat with him heard these things, he said unto him, Blessed is he whom shall eat bread in the kingdom of God. Right, so that cuts those guys who say there won't be, food or water. Just like our one brother out there. I believe he calls himself More Than a Flame. Who was saying, oh, well, there won't be any, need for, restrooms or any of that in the kingdom. It's like, okay, well, what about this? Anyway, that's a side topic. Getting back to what we were talking about. Let's start here at Luke chapter 14 at verse 26. It says, If any man shall come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you intending to build a tower sits not down first and counteth the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it? Least happily, after he have laid the foundation, is not able to finish it, all that behold it shall begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build that was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another sits not down first and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that comes against him with 20,000? Right. So, let's even read on. Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassador and desire of conditions of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he has, he cannot be my disciple. Right, and that's a heavy thing, man. Okay, you gotta forsake, things on this side, man. And, that's easier said than done. And I'll admit that. That's definitely, easier said than done. Okay, I'll admit that. I'm certainly not, I'll just say this. You got to learn from experience, okay? You got to learn from experience. And that goes for I myself. That goes for you. It goes for all of us, man. We all have to learn this step by step, all right? This isn't easy, okay? This isn't an easy thing for us, man. Okay, but, hey, it's something that has to be done, all right? Hey, that's the cost, okay? Hey, there's going to be many great misfortunes, that are going to come your way in this thing of ours, man. And I'll give a couple of them, man. Not too long ago, I was, selling some stuff online, right? So somebody said, hey, man, I got this bike for you, sell it and we can split the price, right? We can split the money, excuse my stutter. So I was like, oh yeah, man, that's cool, bring it over and I'll do that. So he did that, and what happened was he told me to sell it for this price. So I says, okay, man, sure, right? Because I thought he did the research on it. So it turns out that I sell it. But the guy shows up and he was all happy about it, like, oh yeah, hell, he literally showed up. He literally gave me the money for it, and you could see how happy the guy was. And it was literally, he did all that in less than 50 seconds. I kid you not. So what happened was, turns out that it was actually worth $1,500, but he got it for $80. And again, I didn't know because the guy told me to sell it for that price. Okay, the one who told me to sell it for him, and he split the price with me. So how the hell am I supposed to know that? You know what I'm saying? Say that's just one of the great misfortunes that has to happen, man. Or another one, dealing with buying and selling. On my main phone, I got blocked on my selling app, right? I don't know the reason why. It was probably somebody falsely reported because they either didn't like what it was trying to sell or something like that. I don't know the whole situation, but all I do know is that what happened was they blocked me on that. So I was like, okay, well then I'm gonna have to go out and buy another phone so that I can use that to sell stuff on, right? So I go to the store and I spend $50 on the cheapest phone I can get, and the only reason I need the phone is so I could use the selling app, right? So anyway, I do that. I spend $50 on this new phone, which is the cheapest I could find, which is what I was looking for because I only needed it for this one thing. And of course, it turns out a week later, I get blocked on that somehow. It's like, okay. So it's just unbelievable, right? Some of the misfortunes and adversity that comes your way, man. And it's very daunting at times. It really, it's enough to get under your skin, man. It really is. Or another example, I bought myself, which is very rare that I buy myself anything, right? Because I'm not one who usually buys things, right? But this one time I saw something at the store I wanted. I was like, oh yeah, I really want that. It was $150, right? So I was like, oh, do I really need that for $150? So anyway, I decided to get it because I thought it looked cool for the wall, right? Anyway, it turns out, later that night, I'm looking online at something, and I see in the corner, the very same thing that I purchased for $150, right? I got it for $150 at the store. And lo and behold, it's here online for $50. I was like, okay. And of course, I didn't have a receipt for it because the guy didn't give me any. So I can't take it back. It's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? Those are just some of the great misfortunes and adversity, that's, going to come your way. And that has to be expected. Hey, what is that? Ecclesiastes, the second chapter. My son, if you come to serve the Lord, you better prepare your soul for temptation. And that's what we're out here telling you. Okay, that, hey, look, if you come into this truth, you better first, count the cost of this thing, man. Okay, you better make sure that you're really going to be able to come into this ministry, man. Okay, because you're going to be tried in this thing of ours, man. Okay, you're going to be tried. Let's even get something real quick. Let's go to the book of Hebrews. Bear with me a moment. Chapter 12. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 5. It says, my son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked to him. For whom the Lord loveth he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh deals with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastises not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and are not sons. Right, so we got to go through chastisement in this truth, man. Right, in this thing of ours, right, we're going to have to catch adversity and misfortune. And, that's just, it's very unfortunate. But you know what? That's just a part of the cost, man. Right, that's part of the cost. Hey, look, you can't be lukewarm in this thing. Okay, the scriptures say what? Be not lukewarm. Either be hot or be cold. Which is, does it actually mean to be, for the temperature of your body to be hot or cold? No, it doesn't mean that. But it's symbolic, right? Same way. Either you're going to take this truth seriously or you're not going to take it seriously. You can't be in between, right? Some of these cats out here, they got 1 foot in the truth, but 1 foot in the world, right? 1 foot in the truth, but 1 foot in the world. You can't be doing that, man. And that goes for I myself, too. You can't be doing that, all right? There's a price that has to be paid. It's either you're going to, put off the mortal man, right? Which is what? This flesh. Which, of course, you can't physically do that. It's parabolic, right? You gotta make a choice, man. And look, we're all gonna have to make a choice very soon because we're coming into the hour of temptation here. Okay, we're coming into the hour of temptation very soon. Okay, hey, look, very soon, you're not going to be able to enter into a store without them stopping you and say, hey, you got that thing. So, hey, man, we're coming into the hour of temptation here, man. Okay, and that's going to be a trying time. All right, so we're all going to have to be tried, greatly. Okay, in this thing of ours, man. Okay, we're going to have, our own family members turn against us. We're going to have, old friends. And I know, right? I know, right? I certainly know, man. I've, been held against my will in a mental institution because of this truth, man. Okay, so hell, I know. Okay, trust me, I know. Okay, the cost that comes with this thing of ours. But hey, that's just the risk that you got to be willing to take, man. Okay, because hey, look, we got to be rooted in this thing of ours, man. We really have to fully believe in this ministry of ours. Because if not, then hey, look, when the hour of temptation comes, we ain't gonna make it, man. Okay? How is that? Not sure what that is gonna be. Let me just see real quick. I'm gonna get one more precept. Bear with me a moment. Okay, bear with me just a moment. Okay. This is the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes should be they of his own household. He that loves father or mother more than me, he is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me, he is not worthy of me. And he that takes not his cross and follows after me, he is not worthy of me. And he that finds his life shall lose it. And he that loses his life for my sake, he shall find it. Right, so, you got to take all that into consideration, man. Okay, because, hey, look, man, this thing of ours, man, it's going to bring much adversity, man. All right, much adversity is going to come our way, if we confess that we're in this truth. Right, that we, believe that, Yahweh sent his son Yahweh Shai, to die on the cross for the nation of Israel, right, to forgive us for our transgressions, and if we fully follow after Yahweh Shai and his teachings, we're going to catch great misfortunes and adversities, man. Okay? I was watching a brother's video the other day, and he basically said that he got offered a very good job, but the only requirement for the position which he was offered, which was probably about making maybe $100,000 a year, that's my book, man, that considers you to be a rich man making that kind of money. But the requirement for it is you got to get the pokey inside joke. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta get that. Okay, you gotta get that. But guess what? He said, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. You know why? Because that goes against the scriptures. So that brother, may the Lord bless that brother, man. Okay, because he turned down a very good job. The only reason why is because they wanted him to take the thing, but he didn't do it. Okay, so that's very good, right? That brother, he's doing the right thing, man. Okay, that brother's doing the right thing. Let me just get one more precept. Say, look, even Yahweh Shai got tempted, in this thing of ours, man. Okay, let's go to Matthew the 4th chapter. Okay, because even Satan came to Yahweh Shai to tempt Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, to tempt him, to see, hey, look, I'll give you a lot of things if you just, worship me. But Christ told him, hey, look, I'm not going to do that. The book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1 says, then was Yahweh Shai led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of Yahweh, command at these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yahweh. Then the devil taketh him up unto the holy mountain, and sets him upon the pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, if thou be the Son of Yahweh, cast thyself down. For it is written that he will give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahweh said unto him, it is written again, that thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And again the devil takes him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give unto thee, if thou wilt just fall down and worship me. And Yahweh said unto him, get thee thence, Satan, for it is written that thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. Right, so hey, look, even Yahweh Shai had to go for many great adversities and misfortunes, man. Okay, Yahweh Shai was offered what? Satan said to Yahweh Shai, I'll give you dominion over these kingdoms if you just worship me. If Christ would have done that, he would have had power over all those nations, man. But guess what? He didn't do it. All right, he kept his faith in the Lord. Okay, in the Most High, right? His Father Yahweh. Okay, and he fulfilled his lot, which is what? To come down on earth to be crucified for the nation of Israel. Okay, so that's, hey, we got to look up to that, man. Okay, that's someone to look up to, right? Because Yahweh Shai, he bore the sins of us all. Matter of fact, what is that? That's Isaiah the 53rd chapter, right? Why we were all yet sinners, Christ died for us, right? And that's a very humbling thing, huh? Okay, so this video is not going to be too long. I just wanted to share a couple precepts, man. All right, but I'm going to cut the video short. I'm going to end off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for this truth. And I hope that video is edifying to you, brothers, and I'm going to say shalom.